Welcome to another episode of Yo Mama's Wildlands. Today I got something special for you. This is especially for all the preppers and people with remote locations for their cabins and stuff. And hopefully you'll find it useful. It's mainly geared towards the Canadian audience. I'm sure there's something similar in the States. So one of the bigger things or the bigger issues is getting drugs, and I mean the legal kind, for emergencies up at your remote location. I was on Canadian Gun Nuts, and there was a thread about a company called, gotta read it, Prepared Medical. And more or less what they do, it is not only for preppers or for remote locations, but is for people who might travel to third world countries where medication is limited. So I'm not sponsored by them. I don't get any money, but I think this is very important. And it might be a lifesaver in the end. So more or less what it is, it's an online online organization which works through a legal pharmacy, and you answer about a bunch of questions. You give them a bunch of information for yourself. If you're lucky like I was and you have insurance, then it doesn't cost you a penny. Otherwise, they have certain packages you can put together. There are packages for men, and then there's additions for women who have different problems than men. And they have a certain medical package, which is just for women. So, more or less what you do, like I said, you fill out the information. You answer the questions. They pass it on to a pharmacy. The pharmacy will go through all your records. And then they will issue you the drugs or issue you a prescription for the drugs. And it's not a lot. It's not like you get 50 pills. You get 10, 20. So more or less emergency, get you through a few days, maybe a week, until you can reach medical help. And it's very in depth of what they give you. So I sent in my my information, sent in my insurance information. And surprisingly enough, it didn't cost me anything because of my insurance, which is great. And then it takes about a week for them to approve, depending on what your medical history is. And then it takes about 3 weeks or so to get to your door. Since it's been on this forum, the requests have gone up, so stuff has slowed down. So if it takes 4 weeks, don't get anxious. I would say with the amount of people, 3 to 4 weeks, you should have it at your door. So it's called Prepare Medical. It's online. You can get to it. I'll put a link I'll put too much beer. I'll put a link in my description of how to contact them. And I will go through what I got. This is the box of drugs I got. My wife went through the records as far as what our insurance approved, and it's well over $400 worth of medication that you get. Again, there's no hard drugs in there. It's all run-of-the-mill, simple stuff that you need a prescription for, but could help you along the way. So, with much further ado, you get a nice bag, which everybody that when I researched this, everybody says this bag is too small for everything they give you. But it could be enough to take what you need. Along with that, you get a booklet. Now, in the booklet, on the prescription bottles, they all say consult your physician. This does go onto your medical record. I don't know what they call it, but your medical record, so your doctor can actually see everything they prescribe to you. A few doctors, or the feedback that I've read, a few doctors go, "What the hell are you doing?" Because the amount of drugs they prescribe to you. And again, this isn't for everyday use. This is for emergency use. COVID, everybody was locked in. Ice storms, you can't get out. Whatever else out west when they had the floods, they couldn't necessarily go to a pharmacy. So you tuck this away, and that's part of your bug out bag that you take with you. My use, I'm going to keep this up at the cabin. We are hiking only, and sometimes minutes can be the difference between life and death. So it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. That's my attitude. So you get this nice booklet. It describes all the drugs in there and their uses, when to use them, how much to use it, and so forth. The only thing you will notice is that on the website it mentions ivermectin. Because of all the hysteria with COVID, it's not in the package. It may be in the future, I don't know. But you could talk to your family physician and say, "Hey, I'm doing a bug out bag or emergency for up at a remote location," and they'll probably prescribe it to you, no problem. So you get this nice booklet, and you get all these drugs, and they actually, your name's on there, the amount, when to take it, how much to take it, and they come in bagged individually, and they label them. So this is a travel kit. So this is, naloxone nasal spray, and there's a bunch of other drugs. You guys can go through it. So that's one of them. Then there's another one which is labeled symptoms. So this is for diarrhea, for stomach issues, for burn ointment, all sorts of stuff. Then there is this one, which they label essentials kit, and that is some of your doxycycline, your antibiotics, and all that stuff. It's really quite interesting, and like I said, everything is doctor approved, pharmacy delivered, so nothing about this is illegal. It all goes on your medical record. Then we have this one. This is symptoms, so you have your painkillers, your acetaminophen, and all that stuff. And again, go online. It's the best thing. There's too much here to cover for me. I'll just sort of skim over. So this is viruses kit. So like I said, you're going to Africa or somewhere remote in Central America. There's a lot of stuff here for that. And again, read through it. And then there is this, which is your allergy kit. So yeah, very, very thorough. It comes with an EpiPen just in case. It comes with medication for like major flu symptoms, rashes, and all that stuff. So very, very thorough. This booklet is very thorough about what's in it, when to use it. And if you're lucky enough to have cell reception or are able to get to a phone, there's a free number you can phone. So I hope this helped. Take advantage of it if you can. Those with no insurance, you can expect to pay between $300 to $500, depending on what kits. This is more or less a complete kit minus the feminine products or the female products, but you can dial these into where you're going or what you're doing. So, if like I said, if you're going to an Africa and the region has certain issues, you can talk to these people, you can fine tune your kit. So I thought it was really cool that they're doing this. And I'm going to look into seeing whether there's a American equivalent, or maybe my American friends down there, the preppers and stuff, can let me know whether there is an American equivalent. I would assume there is. So, lots of stuff to film this year for Your Mama's Wildlands. Last year was kind of a bust. Everybody was busy. Weddings. There were family issues I had to attend to regarding my mother. Very busy year. Didn't get a chance to get up to the cabin. And when I didn't have enough time to film. So I did get some pictures up. You can go to Instagram, Your Mama's Wildlands, same thing. But this year, my wife and I, last time we were up there, we dropped some trees. I plan on getting the chainsaw mill out and start milling some lumber. I want to build a porch. I want to clean up underneath the shed. We had major snow where my cabin's located. So for the third time, the chimney came down because of the snow load. And that's very unfortunate because I actually had bought ice cleats, extra brackets, because it had come down twice before. So never get a chance to go up there to install it. So this year I'm planning of doing a lot more trips up there. I was sort of relying on my son and his friends, but I may have to pull in a few other people who are crazy like me and enjoy the outdoors. So anyway, I hope this is beneficial to some of you guys, especially with remote cabins. I know for my insurance, I can get this every year. I'm planning on getting probably a 30 caliber ammo can and burying it somewhere underneath my cabin, so a little cooler. So hopefully this stuff will last. But yeah, I can more or less get all this every year, which I don't plan on doing, but I may just see whether I can fine tune some of this. So, beginning of the year, we had gorgeous weather today, plus 20, lots of rain. My son and I are planning on doing a trip up north, and all my cameras died last year. I think some of them have been in the bush 6 years, so not surprising with the heat and the cold. They've been up there 24/7. And hopefully it'll be a year where I can put a lot more content out. And I'll have to take you into my shop. I upgraded my shop with a few things, which is probably the next video I'll put out, but I have to clean it up because right now I bought a lot of stuff, a replacement chimney for the cabin. It's just a mess. I got to straighten it out. We got the weather now. So anyway, guys, hope you guys had a great year. Hope you guys have a new year. Don't let this US-Canada crap, which some people are getting into, bother you too much. It's just a bump in the road. It'll all sort itself out. No sense putting hate out there, like booing at hockey games for the national anthem, which I think we're much better than that. So I wish you guys all the best. It's going to be a fantastic year for everyone. Get out there, enjoy the outdoors, and we'll see you soon. We'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.